What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Random Encounter Podcast, episode 141. I'm your host, James, and I'm joined by the Just For Your Master, the dominant himself, Bryant.
Live from Australia.
And we got the great Ace Attorney, Ash Destroy Him.
Live from Hilltop Plains.
Hilltop Plains, yes. And I guess I should say I'm live from the world.
No, you guys gotta have your own little intros. Like, that's my intro. Then Ash should be like objection or something like that. Like, that's what Ash should do.
I'm gonna start doing that. We're live, and it's gonna be based off of what game. We're all gonna just copy Bryant. That's it.
Well, I am a trendsetter, so that's fine.
Anyways,
start with the gloves, although the gloves aren't happening today for you, but.
No, not today. Not today.
Okay.
Yeah, I have those same gloves too, Bryant, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there
you
you
go.
go.
Just wear gloves. Will be the glove
podcast.
I've awesome.
I've mainly been using it. Like, the reason why I took an interest is mainly because I wanted to use those for cooking, and they look so good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
Tattoo artists use them, actually. Like, a lot of tattoo artists use black gloves like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, today is gonna be a unique day because there's not much to talk about at all this week. Like, I've looked everywhere for stuff to talk about, and not a lot went around. Like, there was a couple small news here and there, which we will discuss there, but we're gonna have two things to do, and they're more of fun. One, we will do video game 20 questions, and two, we'll do a mini version of What's That OST, which Bryant will be doing at the end. Before we get into those two things, as always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Follow over at Twitch. I do want to point out that I don't know how much longer multi-stream is even going to work at all, because apparently Twitch updated their terms where you can't even, like me saying like and subscribe on YouTube, I can't even say that anymore because it in their terms and condition that's trying to get people off the platform, which I'm not. Like, I'm simultaneously streaming. What else am I supposed to say? So I'll be figuring that out later on, see what goes on there. But that is now happening, and that is a big annoyance for me. So, like, I'm not really liking the way that's going. But anyways, let's get started with some of our actually let's get started with what we've been playing. Let's start with you, Brian. What have you been playing?
That's Stranding 2.
Nice. How are you liking it so far?
That's great. It's just more of the great Death Stranding 2-ness. I can't believe how great it is. It's just going from place to place, getting all my stars, getting all of the deliveries done, picking up all the lost cargo, stuff like that. I love it. It's not much more to say than I did already. The story's really grabbing me. That's really all I've been playing, honestly. Like, I kind of just leave it to what I was doing last week.
Nice. What about you, Ash? What have you been playing?
The good old Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I put a good amount of hours into it. I wouldn't say like 10 plus hours, but like at least a good amount, like maybe 5 hours or so. Mainly because I've been like trying to collect everything in each layer, which is insane. But like I'm like contemplating back and forth where I should like go all the way with it, mainly because the only thing that is not tracking for me is the jam disc and stuff. So I'm just like, shoot, okay, do I want to, cheat, go online and try to look for that jam disc myself, or, to say F it, collect all the fossils, collect all the other kinds of fossils, and the big old one fossil that they have for each like layer or something like that or something, and then call it a day, and then also get all the bananas as well. So it's been really, really fun for me. I really love how intuitive the level design is when it comes to like pure destruction as well. So many different ways to like find things as well. I'm also liking this story a little bit more too as the story progresses and everything. I mean, I recently got Pauline, of course, which she's. I find it kind of interesting that she's like the only character that actually has full on dialogue lines and stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's cool and everything. I also love the music whenever like Donkey Kong like transforms and stuff, and it's even more crazy that I get to do this like constantly as long as the whole gauge is filled up, which is not that hard to fill up whatsoever. So, been having the blast with the game. Don't know when I'm gonna be finishing it because I'm just like in that constant turmoil where I should uh, complete the game 100% completed, or just beat the game normally and don't worry too much about it. But so far, been loving the game. So
Yeah, I had to take a break from Duncom Bonanza, and sorry, I apologize. I'm not looking towards the camera. I'm actually trying to find what our big topic is. I'm trying to find the correct article there. But anyways, I haven't played Bonanza in like a couple days, maybe like a day or yeah, about 2 days. Mainly because my hand started hurting. I've been playing in portable mode, and my hand has been hurting really bad. Like if I put it into like a fist, it was hurting. I would like do this to my hand, and like for those who are gonna hear the audio version of this, like this is like me putting my like pushing my fingers back, and it was just hurting really really bad. So I had to give it a break, and it's because the Switch too. Like I know I said it feels better in your hands, and it does to an extent, but it still hurts like for long play sessions. For me, using it basically every night and like every minute that I get, I think from doing that constantly, it's hurting my hand. So I had to kind of take a break and use my Steam Deck a little bit. But before I get into that, I've been playing Bonanza, loving it, and just everything about that game is good. It's definitely feels like Mario Odyssey, but a lot more than Mario Odyssey. And I think people who loved Mario Odyssey will love this. Yeah, the movement is not like Mario Odyssey. It's different. You're not gonna be able to do the crazy platforming that you can do in Mario Odyssey, which I really love. But there's still a lot of cool things you can do in this. And honestly, just like going ahead and just breaking through everything just to find the bananas are just so fun. When you start learning the different other like bonanza powers that you get, it's very fun. The whole dynamic of like DK and Pauline is pretty fun. Like the boss battles are pretty cool. Just everything about the game I really really enjoy. It is a top tier platformer in a different way than what Mario is. Like if you come into it thinking Mario, you probably are going to be disappointed. But if you go into this thinking, hey, this is going to be more like I'm trying to think. I don't know how to put it, like its own thing. Like it's not Mario Odyssey, right? It's its own thing. You'll have definitely more enjoyment. But everything about the game has been good so far. But like I said, I had to take a break and I went back to the PS5. Playing remote playing off my Steam Deck, which I've been doing a lot lately. I don't, yeah, I haven't played my PS5 in a long time. I mentioned a couple podcasts that ago that I went ahead and finally turned on my PS5, started using it again. And I went back to Dot Hack. I mentioned Dot Hack plenty of times. I was playing it on my Switch too, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and play it on PC. Like whatever. I went and played it on there. And I was like, you know what? I already have a file on PlayStation on PS4 technically because it's not a PS5 game. So let me just go ahead and continue from there. So I decided to continue from there because I am on the second game, and I just like Dot Hack. Like it's really good. I had my Retroid Pocket and I was playing the original Dot Hack Infection, and it's such a good game. Like I love the story about it. People think of Isekai and they automatically jump to like Sword Art Online as, oh, this is the original. It's really not. Like Dot Hack was one of the first ones that I could remember that did the isekai thing, and it did it so well where you had multiple mediums to kind of get the story of Dahak, right? You had to watch the Dahak sign anime, and then from there you had the games, and each game came with a disc that had a anime, like a 30 to 45 minute anime like movie, I guess you can say. It was like I don't know what you would call it, but like it's like a small movie, I guess. I'll just call it movie or episode, and that kind of gave you the story of the outside world while you play the inside world game. And you'll go back and forth between the two, which was super super cool. Like I really like what they did with Dot Hack, and it's kind of a shame that they didn't continue the franchise. Like I kind of get it. I heard rumors that what happened with CyberConnect, they wanted CyberConnect to focus strictly on um what's it called, on like the
They were gonna
Naruto
do Final
games.
Fantasy VII Rebirth at one point.
They were. They were doing Rebirth, and what's funny
I mean,
is
not Rebirth, remake.
remake, yes. And people were afraid because they said they're going to do it episodic, and they were like, "Oh, this is going to be like Telltale games." Because when they think of episodic, they think of that. But they didn't realize that when the Dot Hack games came out, each game was an episode. You have Dot Hack episode 1, what was it? Infection. Dot Hack episode 2, Mutation. Dot Hack episode 3, Outbreak, and then Dot Hack episode 4, Quarantine. But each game was literally like, what, 45 hours or so of gameplay, and your save transferred from the first game to the second game and so forth, and you continued, which was kind of cool. And when they said that, like, I was hyped. Like, I loved the CyberConnect games in terms of that, and I was like, oh, okay, they can definitely do it well. But something happened, and Square Enix had to fully take over that, which, hey, we got what we got, and I'm happy with what we got. But for the most part, like, I wish they would come back to their RPG roots. They just like turned into like the Naruto like people or the Arena Fighter people, because I think CyberConnect also did the Demon Slayer games, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on that. Um, but I know they did another Arena Fighter outside of that. I'm like, but it'd be nice for them to go back to Dot Hack. Maybe it'll get a lot more people into it, especially now since anime is a lot more popular than it was back then. Maybe a lot more people would come into this, and they're more of an action RPG, so they would have to change the format. But I think they can really come back to that. But yeah, I love it. I'll continue playing Dot Hack GU because it hits that nostalgia itch, and I've kind of been in a weird like PlayStation nostalgia thing. Like, I've I probably never mentioned this on stream. Maybe I did. Maybe not. I don't remember. But like, you might think of me like, oh, this guy only grew up with Nintendo. He loves Nintendo everything. Which I do love Nintendo a lot. Like, I like a lot of Nintendo stuff. But growing up, I was a majority PlayStation guy. Like, PS1, PS2. Like, if I counted my games from PS1 through PS5, I probably definitely own a collective more amount of games on PlayStation platforms than I did on Nintendo platforms. And that's because I loved RPGs and just a bunch of other games that surrounded it. And that's kind of where we're at. But like, I've been on this weird, like, I want to play Wild Arms 2, and I have it for emulation. But slowly I've been transitioning. I think it's Bryant kind of like brainwashing me. I was like, man, like, I have Wild Arms 2 is available on the PS5, and I can get trophies for that. Maybe I should just go ahead and play it on PS5 and get trophies.
Yes.
And I'm not a big trophy hunter, but it does give you value to the game. Like, I will admit that. Like, if Donkey Kong Bonanza had trophies, it would be amazing, because I'm probably going to 100% that game. But how much more satisfying would it be to have, I don't know, whatever Nintendo would call trophies? Like, it would be a lot more fun in that aspect. So, yeah. That's kind of me. Like, I do want to play Wild Arms 2. It's been in my head for a while, and I was like, you know what, I could continue emulating it, but I kind of want to get the trophy, so I might have to sign up for a PlayStation Plus, or just buy the game because it's $10 and call it a day from there. Imagine Breath of Fire 4 coming to PlayStation and then having trophies. I would love that, honestly. Like, I would buy it on PlayStation just for trophies. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some small news. It's really just one major one that I wanted to kind of get out, and that is there is a beta update that's available today. Brian, did you get that beta update email at all?
No, I don't participate in betas because I like using final hardware in general. So
I gotcha.
I didn't get that. No, I heard about it though.
Yeah, so I just got that email today. And then yesterday I think the blog post was posted. I believe it was yesterday. There is a update. There's two major updates that really people are talking about. The first one, which is weird because a lot of people are assuming this to be that there is a PlayStation handheld coming out, and that is a weird new power saving mode where if a game is not utilizing, let's say, all of the PS5's like features, it can go into a power saving mode, but it can also limit the game in certain ways. This would allow you to go ahead and turn that on, and excuse me, and for them it was like to save energy, right? But a lot of people are automatically thinking like, oh wait, save energy, is this for the rumored PlayStation handheld they got coming out, where the handheld version of these games will be able to run on this power saving mode? I don't think that's it. I just think that it's just a what they're trying to do in terms of saving just energy in general. That is a mode that I will not be using because I don't want to get my gameplay on a console. Like if I don't have to, right? If it's on a portable machine, yeah, I get it. But if it's on a home console, I don't want it to run worse. Like what I would
You
never
want it to have max
do that.
power.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a weird mode, but I get it, I guess. But the major one that I really like is there is an update that is now allowing the DualSense to pair to multiple devices at once. As of right now, if you go ahead and pair your DualSense to another device that's not your PS5, you basically have to then unpair it from that device to go back to your PS5, right? It doesn't save. Where if I have a like my goalie kit, for example, if I have this on the top here, you can see that there's different modes for there. So I have there's Switch, PC, there's Android, and what is the last one? Oh, the last one is the USB dongle. So I have all of that there, and just by pressing this, I can switch what it pairs to. So if it's paired to my dongle here, and then I want to go to the Switch, I just go ahead and swap it over to the Switch icon, and now it pairs to the Switch, even already, even though I paired it to Switch previously, right? The 8-bit Do controllers have that a lot, which I think is pretty cool. The Pro 2 controllers have it where you would hold start and then press A, B, X, Y. And depending on which one you're pressing, it would swap out to. I'm sorry, that wasn't the Pro 2, that was the regular Pro controller. The Pro 2 has a toggle on the back that you can switch from like Switch, PC, and then I think Mac. It's just A. So it says Apple, and then D input is the last one. But it's nice to see that you'll be able to do this now with the DualSense. The way you would do that is the same way you would do pairing, but then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold either X or I'm sorry, cross. This will always be X to me. But the post specifically says cross. So, sorry, I'm doing this backwards. Circle, triangle, and square. And when you go to pair, you hold one of these and it'll switch to that pairing mode. So that let's say if you do pair with, let's say, an iPad or your Steam Deck, you can set that to square for the Steam Deck, triangle to the iPad, and then cross can be your. I hate saying cross. It sounds like evil. I'm gonna say X. Hate me all you want. I'm gonna say X. You press X, and that could be like your PlayStation. It'll go back to those devices, so you don't have to continuously repair all the time, which I think is pretty cool. Um, it's a small feature, but I do like when they do controller updates because Sony has been positioning the DualSense as like an overall the controller for you to use regardless of what platform you're on, minus Xbox and Switch, of course. But like they've marketed for like PC, even having the firmware update downloader
Yeah,
available
they
on
have that app.
PC. Yep. And you can update it from there, which is kind of cool. So there, and this is not only just a DualSense, it's also for the DualSense Edge that it will also have that update. So I do like that they have that going on. Um neat little feature. Right now, if you have the beta, they sent out an email already. You just have to put in the code, it'll update to the beta, and then you can kind of update your DualSense from there and then try using that feature. If not, then you just have to wait to the official release. And you might be asking yourself, why would you want this feature? Why would Sony do this? There's a lot of reasons, right? Sony does remote play. Remote play is almost on everything. So it's also remote play is better with a DualSense. For example, if I remote play on my iPad and connect to DualSense, I get all the same features that I do on the PS5. So I can use the trackpad, I can do all of that stuff, which is nice. And it just makes it a lot easier. But if I want to go back and forth between an iPad and a PS5, it can be cumbersome because I have to forget it, repair it, then forget it, and then pair it to it just becomes a hassle at that point. So it is nice for them to be doing that. Are any of you guys going to use that feature at all? Do you guys use your DualSense on anything outside of your PS5?
Yeah, I use it on my iPad sometimes for remote play. Use it on my Mac depending on the circumstance for remote play. I used it a lot more when I had a MacBook, so I could just like bring it everywhere and remote play on it. And now since I have my Steam Deck, I'm just using the Steam Deck to remote play itself, not with a controller. But you can hook up a controller to a Steam Deck too, so you can just do it that way. But yeah, it's good to have that because I do find it annoying that you can only have one on at a time. Because I could definitely see somebody that has like 2 to 4, and being able to switch out whenever they want to is very convenient.
Yeah. I agree. What for remote play, what are you using on Steam Deck? Are you using Chiaki or Chiaki for Deck?
I use PX Play.
Oh, Pxplay? Okay. That's different then. I've been using I tried using Chiaki, but that didn't have like trackpad support. Where Chiaki for deck is supposed to have trackpad support, but I've never tested a game with trackpad with it. Like I was gonna test out Miles Morales and see because I couldn't progress in that game. Because in the tutorial you have to what was it? I think you have to swipe up to bring up the is it the neighborhood Spider-Man app or something like that? Like there's like an app you have to pull up for something in the game. I forgot what it is. And I couldn't do it on the Steam Deck, so that's part of the reason why I got what's it called? The
The
Portal.
Portal.
Yeah, because I was able to do that with the Portal. But yeah, that's interesting. What about you, Ash? You use your PS5, you use your DualSense controller for PC, don't you? Well, you used to at least.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I dedicate the DualSense controller with certain games, like games that were used to be on PS4 only, but now on PC. So, for example, I would use it on like Horizon Zero Dawn or Stellar Blade,
Mhm.
and even Final Fantasy 16, because those actually all those actually utilize the DualSense to its fullest capacity and stuff. So only you mainly use it for that, if anything.
Yeah, that is true. They updated it with the DualSense like features, like the precise like haptic feedbacks that it has. And some of those like Ghost of Tsushima, I know will utilize like the trackpad,
Yeah.
the different forms, which is kind of cool that they did do that for the PC PlayStation games. I do like that they put that compatibility there. All right. Uh, next bit of news was I mean it's not big news, but it was regarding like Borderlands 4, which I don't know. Are any of us gonna get Borderlands 4? Because I know I probably won't get it on launch if I get it at all.
I was gonna get it on PC for cheap with Green Man Gaming.
Mhm.
I might buy it. Maybe we'll see. I never played any of the other Borderlands games, but this does look pretty sick. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, I was trying to play the newer one they had, which was Borderlands 3, of course,
Mhm.
and like I was trying to, like the game, but like I just couldn't stick with it for too long. If anything, it was the same thing for Borderlands 2. I don't know what it was, but I think it's just I think I've just seen better open world games compared to Borderlands for the most part. So um the writing couldn't stick with me, of course. I mean, I think it's like a different style for different tastes, I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah, I might. I don't know. I think it depends if a lot of friends begging me enough to pick up the game or something. So I think it may have to come down to that or something.
Mhm. Yeah, so Borderlands is 4 is coming to Switch 2. They announced that. And they kind of did a cool update on Switch 2 just to kind of let everybody know what's going on with the game. And a lot of people are pleased. Like it is coming out on Switch 2. It's going to be in a timely manner. And just everything that's going on that game is it's nice to see a big publisher just talk about a Switch 2 version of a game because something we've talked about since the Switch 2 came out, nobody has said anything about another Switch 2 game, right? Like we know Cyberpunk already exists, but that's really it. We don't have anything outside of that. Like what is going on when it comes to this? And I think the answer is, of course, that we have to wait for a Nintendo Direct for all these people to go ahead and just go ahead and basically have to announce all their Switch 2 games. I'm pretty sure, and I am now confident that Nintendo is probably telling everybody to keep quiet until they announce these games. They want to make sure that direct is popping with all this third party support. But it's still nice to hear something about the Switch 2 after launch outside of all of that. So yeah, pretty excited, pretty happy about that. And yeah, I might pick it up on Switch 2. We'll see. We'll see. I remember when Borderlands 2 came out on the PS Vita, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, cool, portable Borderlands. Like that'd be nice to have. But I never picked it up because I was like, well, like I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan, and I was like, I knew I wouldn't have played it that much. So
To add your comment on top of the whole direct thing and stuff, I'm more inclined to believe that, like, yeah, they're trying to save everything
Mhm.
into this one direct because I was watching the Pokemon Presents I think 2 days ago or something like that. I think it was on a Tuesday.
Mhm.
And what I was looking for was to see if they're going to announce like a Switch 2 update for Pokemon Unite, because Pokemon Unite,
Mhm.
if ran on Switch 2, it's only a solid 30. And when you look at the game, it should be running way higher than 30 FPS at that
Mhm.
point. So I'm just like, okay, are they gonna ever release a patch for this? So that I thought that they were gonna announce it during the Pokemon Presents, which I'm like, okay, that makes sense, since before that they announced a already existing Switch 2 patch for
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet. I thought they're going to do the same thing for Unite, but they didn't.
Nothing.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they might just to save that for the direct or something like that, most
Yeah.
likely.
What's
Yeah.
funny is originally I had planned to talk about the Pokemon Direct, but the Pokemon Direct wasn't that great. Like
Yeah.
if
I
anything, like the only thing I really liked was seeing more Legends ZA stuff and like hearing the music for Legends ZA. I'm excited for that. But everything else surrounding it was just kind of like, meh, like whatever.
I was trying to go in with an objective mindset to where I'm like, okay, I want to know if they're going to announce like a Switch 2 update for a game that they released like so many
Would have been
years ago,
nice.
and
Would have been
and
nice.
they didn't, because the thing is, the only person I know that still plays the game is my roommate, and he plays it every now and then, of course, but I know that game is like really popular amongst the Switch, so I'm just thinking, hey, if you have a Switch 2, you might as well just go in and bump it up to 60 or something like that.
Yeah.
Make it more enjoyable or something like that. So,
I think
but yeah,
with that though, they would have to make sure because you're playing is competitive. They probably want to make sure that everybody's at the same level, right? Because Pokemon Unite's also available on like mobile platforms,
mobile.
which I'm
Yeah,
sure mobile can do 60 no problem. But if they're gonna continue support on the Switch and the Switch can't go 60, then it's not fair to Switch One players that they can't be as competitive because of their platform. Pokemon wants to be for about everybody, right? They want everybody included, and I think
that's fair.
that's the
Yeah.
reason behind that. So, but I mean, at the same time, I also get it. Like, hey, like we you have a more powerful platform. You should make that game 60 for sure. The only thing that's holding you back is Switch. But I think eventually they'll do that once the Switch
If
starts dying out.
if anything, I would say, like, if they're going to stick with the fact that they're going to maintain a 30 to make sure they
Hmm.
keep the competitive mindset still there, they could possibly just make a Pokemon Unite 2 only for Switch 2 or something like that, and
Yeah.
stick with that or something.
Hmm.
So could be that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we'll wait and see on that. Yeah, the Pokemon Presents wasn't that great. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I will.
If anything, the only highlights
You're on
was going to
mute,
be the
Brian, so I
ZA
didn't
stuff.
hear.
Hmm?
No, Brian was on mute. He was saying something, and I get to hear him.
Oh, yeah, you're
Oh,
on mute, man. Yeah.
oh, whoops. I said, why don't they just put like Pokemon Blue and Red on the dang Switch Online already? Like, what are they waiting for? Like, just do it.
Doing that in the GBA games would be nice. Like those, a lot of people have nostalgia for 'em. I mean, I don't know why they don't want people to go back to it. Maybe they're afraid that their new games don't hold up. So they're like, oh, if we do that, and they're only gonna play the old games. But I don't think it's true. But there was actually on a side topic. Well, let me finish this. What I was thinking here. Um, they I just think they're afraid to put it on there because they feel that people are just gonna play that more than the newer games. But I don't think they really like cancel each other out because to me, each Pokemon generation had a different experience. And I'll go
Yeah.
back to like Ruby and Sapphire. I'll go back to Red and Blue because they were totally different. It's like having Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That doesn't replace Fire Red and Leaf Green or any of the other versions. Like they're still there available. So I would love for them to go there. I would like Pokemon Pinball to be there, but it's not. Or Pokemon Puzzle Challenge would be amazing because we have Puzzle League on N64, but we don't have Puzzle Challenge for Game Boy Color. That would be great. But like I've always mentioned, the Pokemon Company doesn't really love money, because that's easy for them to do. They just decide not to do it. But I did want to bring up Pokemon. Shoot, what is it called? Champions, right? Is it called Champions? I think it's called Champions.
I think so.
Yeah, it's their basically battle simulation. It's basically Pokemon Stadium. Like when you really look at it, it's Pokemon Stadium for the modern day age. It allows you to transfer your Pokemon to this game. It allows you to do the turn-based combat. You can level up your Pokemon. You can gain Pokemon there by getting these points. For each battle, you get points, and then you can kind of like go from there. Apparently, it's free to play. Like, no, I lied. It's a one-time purchase, and everything else in it is just you accumulate by just playing, which is nice. So it's not an overall like it's not free to play with a bunch of microtransactions. It's the opposite of that. And then of course you can transfer your Pokemon from the Pokemon Bank into there, so you can continue to level up whatever Pokemon you may have had in, let's say, like Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield or whatever the case might be. You can bring them in there, which is nice. And I think Pokemon Go as well interfaces with that. So your Pokemon from Pokemon Go can also go in there, and you can just do the normal turn base. I think it's pretty neat. Looking at it, I was just like, man, it's just like Pokemon Stadium, just a new Pokemon Stadium. That's all it is. But we'll wait and see on how that goes, because I know they were saying that this is their way of keeping the classic turn-based style, where they want to explore different avenues in terms of the combat system in newer Pokemon games, which we do see with Legends ZA. I really like the combat in Legends Arceus. Like the combat in Legends Arceus was really, really good. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't bring that back, because even though it was just normal turn based, there was a twist, and that twist was there's a strong style and like the agile style or something like that, or speed style, whatever it is, where it kind of was like Final Fantasy X, where if you use like haste, right? You can go ahead and attack twice in a row and stuff like that. You'll speed up your character. It's kind of like that. You can either A, do a more powerful attack, but you might lose a turn, or B, speed up yourself so you can attack twice in a row. And I'm disappointed they only had it for Legends Arceus, and that's it. I thought that was pretty good innovation for just normal Pokemon battle. So, but we'll wait and see. They showed off more Legends ZA, so we'll see how that goes there. All right, let's go into our major topic here, which is sales data for the month of June, in June 2025. So we have Switch 2 numbers for June, and the Switch 2 is now the best-selling console in a launch month in the US. It broke record. Previously, the record was held by the PS4, which sold 1.1 million units back in November 2013. The Switch 2 sold 1.6 million units in the US in June alone, making it the highest debut month in the US market history. But not only that, of course, the highest selling console in just June in general. It made console sales surge by 249% year over year, of course, because it's a new console. That kind of makes sense there. Couple of things that I just wanted to note from this, which is pretty cool, is 32% of all Nintendo Switch 2 buyers purchase a Switch 2 Pro controller, which is actually a lower number than what I thought. I would assume at least 50%, because all of us here got a Pro controller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I know
Yep.
Fan did as well. And everybody that I know also got a Pro controller. So I'm surprised it's only a 32% attach rate. Unless I'm wondering if it means by the same, like on the same transaction. Like I'm very curious to see how this data plays out, because, for example, I didn't do my Pro controller in the same transaction as my Switch 2 because I actually forgot when we were checking out, and then I went back in to get that. So like I'm curious to see how that data is holding up. Excuse me, or if that data is actually higher. I assume they mean just 30%, 32% in general, based off of how many Switch were sold compared to how many Switch 2 Pro controllers were sold as well. Accessory sales increased 29% year over year, which makes sense because new hardware, new accessories, we know what's going on. PS5 ranks second after the Nintendo Switch 2 in sales. But PS5, of course, is the sales leader overall for the 6-month period of 2025. Going to individual game sales for the month of June, we have number one. Can you guys guess what number one is?
Oh, Mario Kart World.
Nope.
Wait. So sales regards to what?
Video game sales.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was Mario Kart World. Okay. If it's
not.
not, then my second guess is probably going to be other. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's either Bonanza or Cyberpunk.
Well, it can't be Bonanza because it wasn't available on in June. This is for the month of June.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Then probably Cyberpunk. Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that.
So this is in general. This is just number one games, not just Nintendo. It's everybody.
Yeah, like including all games, right?
Yeah.
Like including third party. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
So
mean, like
I'm just gonna.
including games that were on PlayStation platforms, PC,
Is it Grand Theft
etc.
Auto?
No,
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay. Fortnite.
no,
no,
Fortnite's
no.
free.
Roblox.
Yes. No, those are free games. So these are just video game units sold. It's not Grand
Oh,
Theft
fair.
Auto. Grand Theft Auto is actually number 9,
Mm.
which is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Oh, I know. Call of Duty is higher than that.
Call of Duty is higher than that. Yeah. So
Yeah, don't know who's number one though.
number 1 is Elden Ring Night Reign.
Oh
That
wow,
is,
I'm
yeah,
I'm actually surprised.
yeah,
Okay.
it's still the number 1 spot. It was the number 1 spot in May as well. So back to back number 1.
I'm really
Number
shocked.
2, which is surprisingly because it came a little bit later on, was Death Stranding 2 on the beach. That is number 2 in terms of sales. And then number 3 is Mario Kart World. But there is an asterisk. The asterisk is that this does not include digital sales and it does not include bundled. So the majority of bundles were definitely Mario Kart World, right? I feel like on the majority of Switches, people try to give us a Mario Kart World bundle. So it doesn't include that, meaning us 3 who got the bundle, we're not included on that list. So for Mario Kart World to be number 3, I think it's way higher than what people might think. Because again, it's not including digital and it's not including any of the bundles. So I truly think that this is going like probably, I don't know, way higher than that. But we won't know because Nintendo doesn't release their digital like sales. So that's something we'll have to wait in and see. But yeah, number 3 was Mario Kart World. Number 4 was Black Ops 6. Number 5. Brian's gonna like this one. Stellar
Expedition?
Blade.
Oh, okay. Stellar
Yeah.
Blade, really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I thought it was gonna be Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well, it came out in PC in June, right? So
That's true.
so that went up, which is funny. Last month, Stellar Blade was ranked 185. So it went from 185 to
Wow.
5 just by coming out on PC.
That's insane.
Mhm.
That's insane. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then Forza Horizon 5 because of the PS5 launch. MLB The Show 25 is number 7. Minecraft. People are still buying Minecraft. That's number 8. I get just like Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 9. And then number 10, it's all for Ash. Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma is number 10.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For a spinoff, so hopefully they get more people to actually play the Room Factory games.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm curious to see when the Switch 2 version of Elden Ring comes out, if Elden Ring will come back to the number 1 spot. Like, I want to
I'm
see how
curious
much of
too.
an impact that the Elden Ring's gonna have. It's one of those things that, typically the Switch has usually that thing to kind of hype up games, especially when they come there and they will come back on the charts. Elden Ring right now sitting at number 13 compared to number 24 the previous month. But I feel that when it does become available on the Switch 2, it will go back to number 1. Cyberpunk 2077 was number 18. Last month, or the month before, it was 427. So it jumped from 427 to 18. So Switch 2 definitely has an effect on even third-party games, which is good to see.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick rundown of just all of the sales. What do you guys think about that? How do you think about the Switch 2 sales?
Yeah, to be expected.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was told that the Switch 2 was dead on arrival and it was gonna fail because it was, too expensive and the hardware sucked and there's no games, and so I'm really surprised by that. I definitely was told differently by the internet.
Yeah, the internet's always right?
I didn't know about that because I don't pay attention to the internet.
That's true. You've gone ahead and cleansed yourself of the evil wickedness.
Yeah, you don't have a choice, don't you, James? I'm sorry.
Unfortunately not. Try to keep up with the news and everything. I have to be at least, eyeing things out here and there, and so forth. Which is kind of why it becomes hard to also find news. That and it just being a very, very slow week overall. Pokemon disappointed. I just blame the Pokemon company. They disappointed us. We would have had something great to talk about if there was greatness, but there isn't.
Sure.
But maybe next week we will. Maybe next week. I remember I predicted next Wednesday or Thursday will be a Nintendo Direct. We'll see. We will find
And you're gonna
out.
get off for it.
I wish. I can't, unfortunately. I can't because that's how Nintendo does. I think the last Nintendo Direct wasn't the same thing. I couldn't take the day off.
Probably.
Yeah, because they always do it at the wrong times. So whenever there's something important, a Nintendo Direct happens. Important in my life, a Nintendo Direct happens. They know. Like Furukawa knows when I'm busy. So he's like, all right, this is the day we're gonna go ahead and do this. He probably has like access to my calendar or something, can see all my important dates and stuff. All right. So, like I mentioned, there wasn't much really to talk about. This is all like kind of smaller news and just kind of like, chit chat whatsoever. So, we're going to go ahead and start our little.
Oh, you know what? I
games.
wanted to say one quick thing.
Yeah,
now
go
that
ahead.
I think about when we were talking about what we've been playing.
Mhm.
I have been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza 2. I should have piped in when Ash was talking about it. So I'm liking it. It's fun. It definitely scratches the inner OCD itch inside of me because you just want to break through all the stuff you can break through to get all the gold, get all the gold, get all the gold, get the treasure chest, get the maps, get the fossils. It's very interesting because you think of those collectathon Donkey Kong the rare games like Donkey Kong 64 and I mean Banjo to a lesser extent. I mean this game definitely isn't quite that, but it's kind of interesting that the core of it is this destroying the environment thing and you're collecting things, and it's a lot more fun than collecting the red banana, blue banana, yellow, whatever it was in Donkey Kong 64. But at the same time, it definitely, I was kind of thinking about it when I was playing it. It reminds me of eating a dessert. It's kind of like if you had a dessert with whipped cream on top or something, and all you ate is the whipped cream. That's kind of what it's like to bust through all the environment, because you know that when you're doing this, you're doing this just to collect the stuff that's on the inside. Like it almost feels like one of those videos that kids watch on YouTube with like or like used to watch those like eggs or something, like where they'd open up the egg and they'd see that
the
like
Kinder
what was
eggs.
inside of it.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Kinder eggs.
Yeah. I think that's what they're called, and it reminds me of that because it's just like, well, what am I gonna get? I'm gonna bust through this, and I'm gonna get a treasure chest, and it makes me feel very aware that I'm playing a video game. And again, it's fun, but it's just kind of like it just feels very nakedly a dopamine hit, and I don't know. I like games that try to hide it a little bit more. And I guess that's kind of one of the problems I had with Odyssey as well, is that there were so many moons to get that it's like, you jump 3 times, here's a moon, and Mario does the little pose, and it's real special. And it's like, no, I want it to be like Sunshine in 64, where when you get that star, it's a big accomplishment, and they make a big deal out of it. Again, I'm being hard on it. It is fun. The graphics are really beautiful considering how much the world can be destroyed. It's really crazy how well it runs and how nice it looks. And the textures look great. The animations look great. The colors are beautiful. Music, I'm a little disappointed in. Like I'm in the first world of the music, and it's like I feel like it's like the same like 45-second loop over and over. And I was kind of looking forward to a nice little soundtrack on the game, but I haven't really noticed any bangers at this point.
Same here. I think when people
yeah.
say the music is amazing, it's the what's it called? The well, the Bonanza stuff that you get later on. Did you get your first Bonanza form?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You
Yeah.
haven't? Okay.
I love the music for it. I can't.
Yeah. And
it's great.
each Bonanza form has a different song, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
But I think it's more of the like the nostalgia levels. It's just remixing.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
You get Force to 1, and then the rest of them are hidden.
Okay.
At least for me, I haven't found another one unless they're somewhere else. But I know one of them is like not forced, but like it's in your path, so you can't miss it unless you just walk by it. But the other ones I believe are hidden. I could be wrong on that, but at least I have it. I'm on the layer 400, I think, layer 500, something like that, and I haven't come across another nostalgia level. So I'm sure there's another one that I'm missing because there has to be one. I think there's one per layer, major layer, right? But I could be wrong. I could be making that up. But those are kind of cool, like the remix of those. But I think when people say the music is amazing, it's mainly because of that.
I have some small little things I appreciate from the game. So like, I think it's like some of the sound effects and some of the animations that I like. So a good example of some cool animations when Donkey Kong's nearby a banana gem, or I think, or a banana. I'm just gonna call it banana.
Yeah.
And if you look at his face, yeah, he has his tongue sticking out. Like, so it's like a big indicator that, hey, he's nearby a banana and stuff. And like once you hit it and then you capture it, his face goes back to like normal or something like that. I thought that I find that kind of cute and stuff. And then when you're going bonanza mode with his first form, I like it. I like it a bit, mainly because um the different sound bites that you get from Donkey Kong, especially when he's charging his punch. I can't when I was hearing closer, when he charges his punch, he's actually, I think he's rolling his R like hard on that. And I'm like, that's to me, when hearing that, it's like it scratches that itch for me for some odd reason. I like hearing that a lot, and it is pretty damn cool. I wonder if this is like a new voice actor for Donkey Kong, because so far he's doing a really damn good job with him so far. It could be the same old one, but
I mean, he sounds like when he does the after you I think after you start eating like the banana, like when you get the banana, he starts eating the pieces, and he makes that sound effect. It sounds like the same sound effect he did in Donkey Kong Country, where if you just let him sit there, he'll do like his little, I don't know what you would call it, his monkey call or whatever. Like what would you call it?
oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it could be him out. It could be him,
Because
honestly.
it
He,
sounds
he,
very
he def-
similar.
Yeah, he definitely stepped up his game, especially when Donkey Kong grabs like a piece of the earth and just starts swinging with it. He sounds a lot more aggressive when he's just swinging swinging the rocks and everything. So I'm just like appreciating the small things that with this game as well. So it's I'm really enjoying it. I feel like the game is worth the $70. So
Yeah, I mean, me too. I'm enjoying it. Like, I will, to like Brian's point though. I will say, like, as of right now, being layer, I don't remember if I'm 400 or 500. I gotta relook at it. But like being where I'm at, I agree. Like, I don't think it's better than Mario Odyssey so far.
Not
And
yet.
I don't see the 10 out of 10
No.
in it. So it's fun, very fun, and it is like I was mentioning earlier, it's a different platformer, and I'm enjoying my time with it, but I don't see that yet. We'll see. I just got two, so I got, like I said, I got 3 bonanza powers in total. Part of it though, I let my youngest son play it because he all he's been doing is watching a YouTube video that has all the bonanza modes. I was like, dude,
oh god.
you just spoiled the whole thing for me. He's like, no, Dad, watch it with me, watch it with me. So I got to see, because like the direct only showed us a few, and there's more that weren't shown in the direct, which is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. But he's like, watch it with me. So I watched it with him, and he loves the music. And then every time you just hear him say DK, and he's just walking around the house just like this the whole time. And like, yeah, I'm like, okay. Like, but he really loves it. And then my second oldest son, he's been playing it, and he's just like going straight for like the story. He's got 4 bonanza powers, or bonanza powers. And I'm like, dude, like, you're not even exploring? He goes, why? I was like, well, there's bananas everywhere. And I saw his skill tree. I was like, your skill tree is not even full. I was like, I only have 3 bonanza powers, and my skill tree is full everywhere. I just have to do like the level upgrades now. And it's funny. I was like, look, search everywhere. There's bananas everywhere. You gotta search. They're in hidden spots. So you gotta do the little like shrine things. I forgot what they're called, but the little shrine areas. Like, do all of that stuff.
Oh, those are fun too. I like.
Yeah.
If anything, I know the music is not that popular amongst the group here, but I definitely do like some of the music from the shrine areas and
Yeah, the
stuff.
shrine areas has some pretty good
Yeah,
songs.
it's not like a banger, of course, but it's like it's catchy. I like it. It's a way to get your brain going when you're trying to solve the puzzle
Yeah.
and stuff. You know.
It's not. I just think like it's hard to top Country and Country 2, and even Country 3 music. Like, they're just too iconic. Like, I feel like Mario music has progressed, and there's some bangers in later Mario games, but like Donkey Kong Country, there's only one song since playing the original 3 that's stuck in my head, and that is in Donkey Kong Country Returns. There is a song, I forget what it's called. I use it in one of my videos, but it plays in that one level that's like you're like a black like silhouette. Like, you know what level I'm talking about? Like, you could only see like DK's like
Yeah, like the
Oh.
shadow kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and there's a song that plays there, and I love that song. Like, it's such a good track. I'll find it and share it like later on off stream. But that track was like really cool, and that's the only one I've really liked. And that wasn't a. I don't think David Wise came back and did the music for that. I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but I don't believe he came back and did that. So, but yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and start our first little mini event. We're gonna do video game 20 questions, and then from there we will go ahead and do a what's that OST mini with Bryant hosting that. So to start, we're gonna go ahead.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
Will there be any? I assume there wouldn't be because we don't have any issues when it's what's that OST, but there won't be any copyright strikes, will there? As long as I don't use like licensed music.
Yeah. Typically, for what's that OST, we shouldn't have to worry about like copyright strikes.
Okay.
And if anything, like I'll figure out a way around it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing like anything from like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, like
licensed music
Goldfinger
for
or
sure.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens. Like Kingdom Hearts, if you do Dearly Beloved, you get it. But what's funny is what was it? There was a game I played. Oh yeah, I was playing Super Mario 64. I used to get a copyright strike for Dire Docks, and us playing it, we haven't gotten one, which is funny because I complained about that. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to deal with that, and yeah, it hasn't popped up, which is cool. But yeah, going video game 20 questions for those of you who don't know how to play this, and for those who don't remember, if you guys don't remember. Basically, the objective is I'm thinking of a game. I have a game in my head, and Ash and Bryant have to guess that game by asking yes or no questions. Only yes or no questions. They can't be anything else beyond that. And they have to guess it within 20 questions collectively. So they're working together to guess it. They're not on their own. They're working together. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't think there's anything else I could. There is a timer, so you have to be quick because I don't want us to be on this for like 30 minutes. So I will probably do like 60 seconds each, if that makes sense, right? Like for each question. So you got to keep moving it along.
Well, wait, if we're doing 60 seconds, then it's gonna be a 20-minute game. You should probably do like 30 seconds max.
True. 30 seconds sounds good. So
okay.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready, you can start asking the first question.
Okay. Did this game come out before PlayStation 2 came out?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's Ash's turn.
Yeah, is this game a Sony exclusive?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this a PlayStation 1 game?
Yes.
Okay.
That's funny. You want to narrow down the genres?
I think developers might. Well, actually, no, you're right. Genres, I think, might be better. Yeah. Why don't you do a genre?
Sure. Is this game a JRPG?
Yes.
Funny.
Is this a Square Enix game, or SquareSoft at the time?
No.
Okay.
My brain's shot right now. I
have another one if you want. I have another one if you want.
Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Is this an Enix game?
No.
Is this a Capcom game?
No.
Is this a Game Arts game?
No.
I have another one, Ash.
Do you want to go by publisher?
I think. Well, I'm kind of trying to do it with developer. I think that's pretty good.
I'm trying to.
I think we'll. Are we on like
you said
question
Square?
7?
You
I think
said
we'll hit it
SquareSoft.
eventually.
You said NX. You said Capcom. Did you say another one after that? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, Game Arts.
Oh, Game Arts. That's right. Okay, yeah. Just making sure.
Is it Sony developed?
It is not Sony developed.
Is this a working designs game?
It is not a working designs game.
Dude, I can't think of any other freaking RPG developers on PlayStation 1.
I can think a couple.
Okay.
Was this game developed by Atlas?
It was not.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay.
What's that? Question 9?
You're on question 12 now. You've done 11 questions already. Yep.
At least you're speed running it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a PlayStation 1 game. It's it's a JRPG PlayStation 1 game. It's not a Capcom JRPG. It's not a SquareSoft RPG. It's not an Enix RPG. It's not a Game Arts RPG. Not a
was it
Designs RPG.
Was it developed by Namco, James?
Nope.
So I know you're going there. You're thinking of what you call it, Tales, right?
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think at the time there were any localized.
No, there's a Tales game on PS1.
Yeah, no, American localized, because we're going based on like American localization.
There's an American Tales game on PS1.
Oh, yeah, it could have been Tales of Destiny. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, anyway, let's see. I'm trying to think here.
Is the battle system turn-based?
Yes.
Yeah, to be expected.
Man, this must be something really obscure. Thinking of like Wild Arms or something, but I don't know who didn't Sony develop Wild Arms? It's not a Sony game. I'm talking to Ash, not you.
No, I forgot. I haven't even played Wild Arms before.
Let me look it up.
I think
you can't look it up. Nope.
Oh, I can't look it up. Okay.
Yeah,
no,
that was the other one. I knew I was missing something. Yeah, you're not allowed to look up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with like simpler. Oh wait, how many questions do we have left, James?
You are on question 14 right now, so you have 6 more questions. So you have 5 more questions and a guess.
Okay. Okay. Did this game ever gotten a remaster?
No.
Okay. Damn it. Brian, should we ask James if this game was popular back then?
No, that's very subjective. I don't think it's totally relevant, honestly, because this has to be
like
something
it was
obscure.
like it was known by like every gamer that you know, or something like that, right?
So like, you can't really answer that.
That's fair.
Man, I'm just trying to think of any other developers that did JRPGs on PlayStation besides the ones that I mentioned.
Yeah, especially on Sony, especially on PlayStation 1. I'm really thinking.
And it's turn-based. It's a turn-based game.
Can you go over all the questions that we ask, James, real quick?
So yes, was it before PS2? I said yes. Was it a Sony exclusive? Yes. Was it on PS1? Yes. Was it a JRPG? Yes. Squaresoft game? No. Was it an NX game? No. Capcom? No. Game Arts? No. Sony developed? No. Can't even read my handwriting here now. What the heck did I write there? I don't think I wrote anything. Whatever I wrote, it was a no. Atlas, no. Namco, no. Dang, I can't even read this.
Brian, did you ask James if it was developed by Sega?
No, but I don't think Sega was developing stuff on PlayStation at the time because they weren't multi-platform until like 2000, 2001, and PlayStation was kind of done by then, unless it's like a super late one. But I don't think they were developing anything on PlayStation 1.
Okay, that's fair.
Man, I don't even know what I just wrote. That's embarrassing. I'm looking at this like, well, I don't know what this is. So it looks like it says war triangles, but I don't know why I would write war triangles.
bro was writing like doctors now. Look at him.
Right, that's really sad.
Wow, what the heck? This must be really obscure, or unless could be something really simple that we're missing. Could be that too. Really hope it's not that, honestly.
Right, but I mean, all the simple ones are the developers that I mentioned.
Yeah.
And how many questions do we have left now, James?
You now have you have 4 questions and a guess.
Okay.
Was this a Konami game?
No, it was not.
Oh my god! So it's not Suikoden. That would have been a good guess too.
I was gonna ask him if he mentioned this game recently, maybe about a week ago or something like that. Then at that point, we can just think back on how many times he said a certain game or something. I don't know.
Okay, does this game have any sequels?
Yes, it does.
Are the sequels on PlayStation and PlayStation only? PlayStation 1, I mean. Are these sequels only on PlayStation 1?
Are they only on PS1? No.
Okay. That's
Okay. So that means it's successful if it's, or relatively successful if it's. Who made Ash? Who made do you know who made Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher?
Yeah, who made Monster Rancher?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
I haven't even played that game.
So you guys have 2 questions and a guess left, just so that you guys know.
Okay.
So we know it's a Sony exclusive. The sequels were not only on PS1, so the sequels were obviously on PS2 and more. We just don't know if there was a sequel on PS2, a sequel on PS3, 4, and 5, right? And we only got 2 questions left. So man.
I think I know that we're only supposed to take 30 seconds per, but we wheeled off those first 16 into 18 questions very quickly, so we should have some time. Yeah. Is the game okay? So how about this? Is the game's ESRB teen?
I don't know that's going to narrow it down, honestly.
I don't know, kind of puts it into like what kind of like graphical style it is, maybe, or something, like if it's super realistic or something. I don't know.
Give me a minute because I'll have to research that. I'm not sure what the ESRB rating would be.
Before he gets to it, do you want to retract that question, Bryant?
Do I want to retry it?
No, retract it. Like
retract it?
Yeah, retract it. Because I don't know if that's going to further.
Okay, I retract it. You don't have to look it up. I'm running out of things to think about.
I was gonna give you an option because I was able to find it, but I will give you the option to retract that one. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to research it.
Okay, let me think. Let's see.
Let's remember 2 questions and a guess.
Yeah. JRPG, PlayStation 1. Turn-based. Not Game Arts, not Working Designs, not Atlas, not Square, not Enix, not Capcom. They're sequels too, so that and they're not just on PlayStation, so it has to be relatively successful.
All right, fine. All right, we got 2 questions left, right? 2 questions.
Is it?
Okay.
I have something.
Yeah. What was it? Something you want to? What you want to ask? Like,
okay, is this a game where you can create your own RPG?
No.
Okay.
So you got 1 question and a guess left.
All right, I'll leave it to you, Ash.
Shoot. Okay. Is the main protagonist an iconic main protagonist?
No.
Oh man, that doesn't help either.
You guys just wanna now you have a guess. Yeah, just guess
All
again.
right, I'm gonna say Monster Rancher.
It is not Monster Rancher.
Okay, can I Ash have a guess too?
Yeah, go ahead, Ash. Guess.
Okay.
I don't know, so I'm gonna say Persona 2 Internal Punishment. It's not. I know it's not it.
I don't know what you would guess that when I said no, it's not an Atlas
Atlas
game.
That's why I say no,
It's
it's
just
not. Because
wishful
like
thinking.
yeah,
So-
it's wishful thinking. Yeah.
Ash was down the right path and asking, did I mention this game before?
See,
Bryant was on the right path when he said Wild Arms, because the game is Wild Arms 2.
Hilarious.
Who
Because I
developed
mentioned that today. It was developed by MediaVision.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who's
so it was
MediaVision? What the
published by Sony. So
Okay,
it
so
is
it's
a
published
Sony
by Sony.
exclusive.
So if I would have said, "Is this a Sony game?" you probably would have said yes, but I said Sony developed specifically, so you said
said
no
Sony
because they didn't
developed.
develop it.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, if
That's
you would have said
fair.
a Sony game, it would have been the same. I would have said you've already asked that question by saying, "Is it a Sony exclusive?" Because it's kind of the same thing. So, but yeah, came out 1999. There are sequels, right? We have Wild Arms 1 and 2 on PS1. Wild Arms 3 was on PS2. And I believe 4 and 5 are also on PS2. So yeah, relatively successful to some extent. The question of Ash saying, was it, something that was kind of like, how'd you word it, like mainstream or something like that, or was it well known? I think it's a game that can be answered, because something like Metal Gear Solid, for example, is well known. In this case, Wild Arms is not really well known, so the answer would have been no.
Wow. I'm looking at the catalog. Like, yeah, they've been developing stuff for a while. They did Valkyria Chronicles.
Mhm.
They
I thought
freaking
Valkyrie
did.
Chronicles. I thought Valkyrie Chronic. Valkyrie. Oh no, I'm thinking of Valkyrie Profile. Valkyrie Chronicles is that Sega game.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
the MediaVision developed the game for Sega. So Sega
Oh,
were the
okay,
ones
I didn't know that.
published it. Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And then what other games I'm noticing on here?
Dragon Ball
They
Revenge of
also did
on
freaking
Wii.
Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I'm like, what the heck? Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know
They
that.
did,
Yeah,
they
they
did
did.
Shining Red. They
they're
did
doing Time
Shining
Stranger.
Renaissance.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just
They're-
like, wow.
They're doing Time Stranger,
How
the
did
new Digimon game.
Yeah, I'm just like, how did I? Oh, they recently did a game this year. Freaking the 100 Line Defense Academy.
Which one's?
They
Oh,
recently
wait.
did.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, they released that today. Now they weren't like a solo developer. They apparently developed this along with 2KO Games, but they did put their own team into the game. So I'm like, wow. So yeah, they've been around. It was just a game. It was just a studio that I don't really pay attention to that much.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I guess. But yeah, wow.
So they worked on Chaos Rings also. That was an mobile game, which is pretty good, because it was published by Square Enix, and it was a nice turn-based game. I remember getting an iPod Touch just so I can, like, that was one of the games I wanted to play just from an iPod Touch. It was pretty cool. It was an interesting story that they had with Chaos Rings. But yeah, that's Wild Arms 2. It's a game, like I said, that I've been wanting to go back to. It's funny because the main protagonist, his name is Ashley. You have a gunfighter named Lilka, and then you have I'm sorry, I named it Ash is the gunfighter. Lilka is the teenage sorceress, and then you have the former war hero whose just name is Brad. So it's like you get just a basic name there. But the game is cool. Like it's really neat. The intro of Wild Arms 2 is amazing. Like, I love the anime intro. It's so like 90s anime, and from time to time I
hella
go back
90s.
to it and I just watch the intro. But the music is so good. Yeah, everything about that game was really good. It has a very good soundtrack. So yeah, I highly recommend playing it if you haven't. I know, Brian, you have PlayStation. Have you ever played Wild Arms?
No, I've heard really good things though.
You should play it. It's on PS Plus. So I know you have PS Plus, so you can play Wild Arms 1 and 2 and 3, I think, is also on PS Plus. there. Three was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, looks like I got these up off of PS4 or something like that, which is nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, highly recommend for sure. Cool. All right, let's move on to the last segment, which is what's that OST? I was just thinking that I'm going to have to obstacle because I cannot minimize my screen.
So, oh gosh, you can't?
No, because if I minimize it, then everybody goes blank.
Can you like turn around or something?
I'll have to turn around, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
or
right.
I'll look down so I can still, because if I turn around, then you won't be able to hear me.
That's true.
So
Okay.
I'll try to look down. I won't look up or anything like that.
All right, that's fair. You just got to raise your hand. So same rules as the little mini game that we did last time, where if you guess and you get it wrong, you're out the next question.
Mm-hmm.
So that
yeah, and you can look at me, see if I look up. So
right, okay.
And don't worry, I got myself minimized, so you're good.
All right, let me just get my stuff going here.
It was fun. We haven't played video game 20 questions in a while, so that was fun to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, that's not what I want. Applications. How do I do this? Make selection.
I'm looking at the reviews for while you set it up. Game Informer gave it an 8.5 out of 10. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. So definitely not really well received. Oh shoot, no, I don't want to do that. Hold on, give me 1 second. How do I change
All right,
this?
let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I am not ready. How do you change the view? I don't want this. No. Great. I want it the previous way, and there's no way to do that. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to grid view. Oh, there we go. I just had to grid view. Can I? No, that's all I have to do. All right, so I just have to keep it like that. I do have to change the podcasting there because we're all out of whack. All right, I am ready. I am looking down.
Okay, put your hand over your head like you're saluting your desk too.
Like this.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. That works.
I can't do
okay,
that.
You ready?
I'll have to do this. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go by who raises their hand first. Okay.
Okay.
Ash, you're not looking, are you?
Nope.
Okay. Here's number 1.
Downy gives your sheets a delicate, fresh
that's
scent
not number
that
1.
breathes life into your laundry.
Oh crap! Wait.
What?
Brian. I'm not
What?
even watching the stream. Hold on a second. Holy crap!
Oh.
All right.
Okay, I have the ads muted, so we can get out of that.
Cool. All right, I'm set now. I'm set.
Okay, you're not looking?
Hold on. Let me make
Not
sure
looking.
I got chat up here too. All right. Yeah. Go.
All right, good?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
James.
Final Fantasy 7. That's what's his name? Don Cornelio's song. Is his name Cornelio?
Yeah, close
right?
enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh yeah.
Don
makes sense.
Corneo.
Yeah.
Cornell. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, you may want to replay OG Final Fantasy 7.
All right. I tried to make these a little easier than the ones we did last week. All right, here's the next one. James?
Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm trying to remember what world it is.
What world is it?
Is it World 3?
Nope. Ash, you want to try for 1 point? You got the game right. It's Mario 3, but if you can if you know the world this is or whatever, I'll give you a point for it.
It's
You
been a
said
while,
World
so
3.
it's been a while, so I'm gonna go with World 4.
Yeah, you got it.
Dang it.
Cool.
You got
knew
a
I
1
was
out of 8
close.
chance right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
All right. Next. James?
Link to the Past. That is the Force. Lost. Is it Lost Woods? Is it
Yep.
called Lost Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
I couldn't remember
That's-
what it was called in
right.
that. Yeah.
All right. next one? Crap, was this the one I played? Let's see, one. Okay, if this is a repeat, we're gonna hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Yep.
This is easy. It's Final Fantasy 8.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song, but I know it plays in what is that city?
There's so many cities. Yeah, I know which one.
Shoot.
God damn.
I'm trying to remember. It's the one where. Oh man, now I'm gonna be second guessing. It's the one where you get off the train? I think when you first meet Renoa.
Yeah.
I forgot
That's
the
good
name of
enough.
it.
I give you that point.
Isn't it
That's
like-
fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
The
what
track
it
is called Martial Law. Isn't the city called Timber?
Yes, Timber. Yes,
Yeah, the
I was
song is
gonna
called
say
Martial
wood.
Law, but yeah,
I knew it had
that's
something
close
to do
enough.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next. Ash.
That is the main thing for Diddy Kong Racing.
That is correct.
I was gonna say it too.
All right. Next one. I think this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. James.
E Honda for Street Fighter 2.
Correct.
That's what I thought. God damn it. That sounds so familiar.
All right. Nope, that's one I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Ash.
Oh crap. I know that one. What the heck? Okay,
10 seconds.
Okay, is this this is Super Mario Galaxy, right? Is this Super Mario
Correct.
Galaxy?
Yes.
Okay,
So you got
and
one.
and that's the theme where you're choosing to go to which galaxy you want to go to.
Correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
correct. Yep.
Jesus
Good job.
Christ. I was gonna lose my marbles.
All right. 6, 7. I just did this one. Sorry about that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It feels so weird. Like, oh. Shoot. Oh, I know this. I know
Yeah,
this.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Definitely a banger.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man. Can you play from the beginning again?
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm
All
gonna
right,
get
you
so
got,
angry.
you got 10 seconds to either buzz in or give up.
Dang it. Can I just if I
If
guess
you guess, then you're out the next round if you get it wrong. So unless you forego any points and it's just for fun.
let's see. All right, I'll forego points to guess it because I
Okay.
can't. Is it from
Go.
Klonoa?
Nope.
Oh,
Bomberman 64,
Oh,
Green
I-
Garden, the first
dang it.
level.
That's what
Dang
I
it.
thought. That's what I freaking thought. Jesus.
I was thinking, I was like, I know this, and it's in that era. I was like, I don't know why
Yep.
I couldn't think Bomberman 64. Oh,
All right, next.
Mhm.
Ash slightly beat you. Ash?
Okay. All right. So I know. Okay. This is all right. I know this is like a Legend of Zelda song, but this is like
Mhm.
specifically played in Super Smash Brothers 64. I just forgot
Correct.
the name of the
Yep.
damn stage.
That's close enough. That's close enough.
Okay, fine. All right, cool. All right, I'll
right.
take that.
All right, cool. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go.
We've taken our classic chicken sandwich.
Oh,
That's
Oh, I
not
know that one.
it. Ash.
I recognize it, but oh my god, no. Oh no.
no, the play because I know it. No, that's cheating because I know it.
Crap, I don't know. I forgot.
All right, Ash, you're out the next round. James, what is it?
Lavender Town from Pokemon Red and Blue.
That's what
Correct.
I thought. Jesus.
All right. I think I have like 2 more. Let's see. I think this is the one I just played. Oh, hold on. It's like I'm not keeping track of the links I'm clicking. Okay, I think this is the one I just did. Okay, here we go.
Oh no! No! I know that one!
Wait,
there we get
wait,
to
okay, here we
hear.
go. Raise your hand if you know it.
No!
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear. I can't hear.
Come on, Brian! You can't do this! No!
Are you raising your hand, Ash? Oh, 'cause
Yes!
you can't do it.
Well, you can't. Oh, wait, I gotta hear it first.
I know this song by the first note! This is
Teach
killing
you, Ash.
me! Come on, Brian! You knew this! God damn it! That hurts!
I'll let him answer it because I don't know what this is. Like, it
He's
sounds
forgoing
familiar.
points.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
Ash, what
regarding
is it?
points. This is from Expedition? This is from Clary Square Expedition
Oh, it
33.
is.
Yeah, and I think it's called Flying Waters hyphen Go Blue, I think.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Yeah. Fucking man. Jesus. I knew that
was
song by
killing
the
you.
first note, man.
It-
Jesus.
That song's fire.
It
That
sounded
would- that would- that
familiar,
would've
and I was
been
like,
so
I couldn't
easy.
put my finger to it. Oh, Mega Man. Oh, I already.
Okay, hang on a
spoiled it.
second.
Anything
I'm doing another one.
Yeah, dude,
Anything
look, that's
Mega
all
Man
Mega Man
reviews.
X.
I know that. I know this. Anything Mega
Yeah,
Man
I'm
related,
gonna
I'm
do a
toast.
different one. All right, here, let's try this one. James got it first.
Dang it! I know that. one. I know
Kingdom
that one.
Hearts, Hollow Bastion, or
Yeah,
is it-
there you
or
go.
Hollow
Okay.
Bastion, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
don't know
I'm
why
gonna find one more just because that one I messed up. It was Mega Man X, and I screwed up playing it. I'm just trying to think of a game, a good game that would be a good. What have I been playing with? Okay, this one will work. Okay, hang on. James.
Castlevania. Shoot, it's Bloody Tears, but Castlevania.
Which Castlevania is it?
3.
It's 2.
Dang it! Oh wait, 3 was back to Simon, right? Shoot,
No,
Yeah.
3 was Trevor.
was it? Okay.
Yeah, 3's Trevor, 1 and 2 is Simon.
Oh dang, I thought it was. I
That's
thought
what
that was
they
in
based,
Trevor's game.
What'd you say?
I thought that was in Trevor's game.
No,
Oh.
Castlevania 2 is Simon's Quest.
Yeah. Okay.
Castlevania
wow.
1 Simon, and then Castlevania 3 is Trevor with that's what they based the anime on and all that.
Yeah. Ah, dang. I knew the track. Oh well.
Yeah, James,
could-
you won, but that was fun. That was fun.
Yes. You did a lot of easy ones in the beginning. I was like, oh, it's RPGs. That's my forte.
Yeah,
when it
because I
comes
don't want to
music.
do like because I stumped you guys when we did that one offline, and I was like, okay, that's no fun. I
Yeah.
can't go that crazy. So I tried to do things that are a little bit more
Yeah.
in our wheelhouse, generally speaking. And I
yeah,
think
Diddy Kong-
we didn't get any stumpers except for one. I think what.
Yeah, the Diddy Kong one was good. The Bomberman 64, like I knew it. I had the level in my head. I just for some reason I thought
Couldn't
Klonoa.
put Bomberman there.
No, I couldn't because like I liked Bomberman Hero more than 64. Like I and it have way better music.
did
Like, I love that music. You know what's funny? Like I wanted to bring this up a few times is the I don't know if there's an official name. Like I always called it Jungle Mix because all the playlist says Jungle Mix, but like I don't know why they don't do that type of music in like gaming anymore. Like it's iconic in that PS1 era of games like N64, and you got a lot of that from Rage Racer to Ridge Racer to Bomberman Hero, Ape Escape, and so forth. And I really like that style of music. Like I just listened to it. Like I shared the playlist on the Discord because it's nice and real like to hear. It takes you back to like a different world basically. Uh, but yeah, that was fun. That was fun. A mini what's that OST? Always fun to do that there, especially when there's nothing to really talk about in the week. It's nice to throw in stuff like this because it's still fun. We talked about a little bit of small news, talk about what we've been playing, and in the end had some fun. And I know people hearing it will probably like to hear, what's it called? Video game 20 questions, or even what's that OST, like guessing along. So lots
Yeah,
of
for
fun.
sure. I like that. And we still, what we should have done. Well, like it would have taken. Wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have worked as like a spur of the moment thing.
Mhm.
But we still need to do memory card as well, or memories card rather,
Yeah.
and get some trivia going too.
We can do that, yeah, live too. Like that would be
Yeah, I just didn't write questions, but we could definitely do that live. I just got to write them.
yeah. We can we'll probably see how we change the format of the podcast because like it's kind of weird. Like sometimes we get a stacked podcast where there's a lot to talk
Right.
about, and then there's times like this where there's not. So it's nice to pull out of there and kind of see what we're going through. But I do want to plan for a future podcast. Hopefully soon, we're gonna have a PlayStation centric podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation from PS1 down to the PS5, and just memories, favorite games, and so forth.
Sure.
I think that would be kind of fun.
We still got to do a
Um,
Final Fantasy episode. I mean,
yes.
next week is going to be really packed because we're going to be talking about that Nintendo Direct that we all know is going to happen, right?
Oh yeah, it will happen. I guarantee you that Nintendo Direct will happen on Thursday, which means we'll have topics on Thursday for the podcast. So
Nice.
Watch it not happen.
Right?
if it doesn't, hey, then I was wrong. But I guarantee you, I've analyzed this. According to my data analysis, it is
I
next
trust it.
Thursday. It's funny. Like I was watching a video earlier today. Because since I do a lot of driving now, like it's a lot of podcasts and stuff. I was watching a video and somebody else too was saying the same thing. Like it's the last week of July because it didn't make sense to do it before Bonanza. Didn't make
Yeah,
sense to do it the week of Bonanza, and it doesn't make sense to do it the week of a Pokemon Direct. So you wait for all of that to get done, and then you do it. So I think it's got to be next week. Like if it's not next week, I think it's the week after, and if it's not after that, then like I don't know. But
Yeah,
I honestly think that next week just makes perfect sense. And it's before Nintendo has to do any type of earnings or anything like that. So before they have to talk to the investors and stuff like that, they have that time frame because they try to do a direct before they talk to investors to kind of see that hey, we have all these games already planned and lined up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Hopefully we're not wrong and we get a banging direct where they announce Metroid Prime 2 and 3 finally. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, guess what, guys? We're not doing Metroid Prime 2 and 3. You're just going to have 4. But we'll hopefully get the release date too of Metroid Prime 4. That'd be nice.
There's some rumors about that game I saw on Twitter today that weren't filling me with happiness.
Oh,
What?
like what?
Like there somebody on Twitter was saying today, like their source was saying that like Metroid Prime 4 isn't done and like it's looking like it might not come out this year and stuff like that or something. I forget what it was, but it was some guy that was like I think a pretty well known Twitter news dude I think was saying that or something. And
Do you know the name
I could
of the
be right.
person?
I don't know if it's how real it is, but I did read something interesting about that today.
I'll definitely take it with a grain of salt, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know who the
Yeah,
person
that's
was?
fair. I don't remember.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because Nintendo's usually big at finishing their games ahead of time and then waiting for the right moment to finish it. And like Metroid Prime 4, granted, was announced early, but apparently that was the push from Reggie to kind of gain that hype. All right. So Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 were both games that were announced way before they were released. But Reggie was the one that was pushing that. So in this case, they've kind of learned from those mistakes and decided not to announce things, which is why we have so many shadow drops and stuff from Nintendo. But I think it's ready. Like if they were safe enough to say like it's this fall, it's done. I don't think they're like EA or Ubisoft or something like that. Like if that is the case and it's not ready, then there's a huge issue there. And I'm sure Nintendo will not be happy and they will be firing people. But I don't think that's the case.
Honestly, if it is the case, right, then maybe the direct may answer that with like, hey, Metro Prime 4 is going to come out next year, so instead you're going to get like these games to like fulfill drought or something like that, which I'm hope that happens if it does go in that direction or something like that.
Do you guys want to know what the biggest monkey's paw would be? You know, the monkey's paw, like when you wish something and then like it comes true, and it's it gives, like, if you wish for infinite wealth, and then like you have people like you get infinite wealth, but then you have people barging down your door asking for money. Like that's like what a monkey's paw wish is. So my monkey's paw wish is for Metroid Prime 2 and 3 to come out, and the monkey's paw is going to be that 2 is going to get released on the Switch Online for GameCube. And if that happens, I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna.
2 makes sense, but like you need 3. Like you need.
Well, three I feel a little better about because there's no Wii Switch console yet, at least. But man, if they do Metroid Prime 2 on Switch Online, I'll be so disappointed. Like, make it a solid freaking trilogy remastered. Like, I don't even care if it's not as well done as Metroid Prime 1 was on Switch. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, but just make it something I can buy for the love of God. Like, come on. Anyway.
I mean, the Metroid Prime games are like how can I put it? Short enough that you can do like Metroid Prime 2 in August and Metroid Prime 3 in September for then like I don't know, Prime 4 to be November. Like it's not gonna be October because that's Pokemon, and I don't think they would want to put that on the same month as Pokemon Legends ZA. So it's gonna be November. I think November is when Prime 4 is coming out. That's my
Probably
my 2
right.
cents. We got stuff to think about too, because like August would be the update to Forgotten Land, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So maybe they might not do August, and they don't want to mix with that. But I think an update is not the same as a brand new game. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for Pokemon Legends, or not Pokemon Legends. I'm sorry, Pokemon Coliseum, because I started that through emulation. And now that it's coming to Switch 2 on GameCube, I'm gonna go ahead and play that on there because I was having fun with it. And it's not a traditional Pokemon game. It's different. It's more just normal RPG like, and I really enjoyed that, which is kind of cool. Like Digimon kind of had those type of games, which was nice. So yeah, cool. Well, that is it that we have for today's podcast. Appreciate everybody for joining. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Follow over on Twitch. We'll be back next week. No group stream tomorrow. But we will be back next week again. Didn't get to do a stream yesterday. Wasn't feeling too hot, so took the day off. But next week we're back full force once again. Group streams and all. Solo stream, I'll continue Echoes of Wisdom. Unless something happens and it doesn't make it possible, but I should be continuing Echoes of Wisdom to
get back
finish
to Death
that.
Stranding, dog.
I do need to get back to Death Stranding. Eventually. Like I keep wanting to get back to that. I was like, I'll play.
We need
Bonanza.
to go find your bike. It's like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's the thing that got me mad. My bike is gone, and it's just like it ruined my whole life now. Like my whole life's ruined because I have no bike in the game. But no, I want to get back into Death Stranding, of course, but I don't know. I've been enjoying playing my PS5 through remote play. Enjoying that a lot. I definitely want to go ahead and like I said, do an update on the Portal, because I probably will pick up another one and try streaming, because I realize you can stream Wild Arms 2 and all these PS1 games. So test it out. I'll do a video on that as well and see how that goes overall. It's funny because like while we talk about this, like I got an email now to save 40% off of PS Plus to come back, since I haven't had like PS
nice.
Plus in like over a year. So I was like, like maybe I'll take it. It's only for the month one, not the yearly. I know they had it's sometime in June, right? Or was it May that they had the sale? Was it June?
I think so.
What do they call it? Is it Days of Play?
Yeah, I think it's Days of Play.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it, and I was like, "Nah, I don't touch my PS5. There's no point in doing that." When I kept telling you guys, I
Now
kept
you're all over it.
looking at it and thinking about it. Yeah, now I'm using it like, man, I should have gotten it when it was cheap. And I remember it popping up too to come back, and I got a discount on the yearly for premium. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna use a PS5, so I never did. But now I do want that. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see where we go from there. Anyways, Brian, where can they catch you at?
I am at red_so_deep on Twitter.
What about you, Ash?
You can catch me at Strum on YouTube and everything.
Cool. And as always, catch me right here at the Random Encounter. We'll be back next week. My video that was supposed to be up, again, I didn't get to do it because I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't get to edit it. But we'll have it up next week for sure. It's pretty much done. Like, it's all recorded. I just got to finish the editing part. Yeah, and keep an eye out for that. I have a video on the GameCube controller here. And then from there, finally, my Retro Pocket 5 video will finally be available. So you'll be able to see my thoughts on the Retro Pocket and then go from there. We'll have some other fun stuff to go ahead and mess around. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ash. We'll catch you guys next time.